This is Chicago Red with Twisted Politics. Politics with a twist. I'm not a political aficionado, but I am a connoisseur of the mess, and this was messy. Let's talk about it in the red zone, aka the comments. Hello, redheads. It's your favorite girl from the Midwest, Chicago Red, and I am here to give you a reaction video in Twisted Politics for Chicago Red TV. You know what it is. And today, well, you know what? Before we do that, make sure you like the video and subscribe. I mean, come on. We go through this every time. Just subscribe and like the video. Comment in the red zone. Get in the red zone. Tell me how you're feeling. If you like it, if you don't, it's okay. It all goes to improve the content that I provide. Okay. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, do all of that good stuff. But on this video right here, we will I can't even say it without laughing. We are going to talk about Cassie Mae Jenkins. Oh yeah, Cassie is out here bad. Cassie. Ooh, Cassie. And by Cassie Mae Jenkins, I am talking about mayoral candidate for the Independent Party, Cassandra Hobson Jordan in Dalton. Yeah. We thought that the house came down on the current witch, but apparently the house needs to come down on another witch. It's a whole lot of witches. And lucky for Dalton, they have one good house. Jason House, that is, in case you didn't catch my pun. But we're going to go ahead and switch this view and get into my good friend, Dear Woke Christian, DWC, as we so endearingly call him. We talked about this on his show the other day, and he cut this particular segment, and right now we're going to react to it. So let's get into it. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Good evening. Let me come and do this video real quick before I turn in and end my night. Let me say this, and let me be very clear. And I want to be very, very clear, because I believe in all things we should get an understanding. So I want you all to get a clear understanding. Now, I get it with this mayor race, people emotions, and all that stuff is high.
Mayoral race, not mayor race, mayoral. Get it together, Cassie.
And people, just strive with mess and the whole 9 yards. I get it. But let me be clear about something.
Be clear.
Because I don't want nobody to mess around and find out. My personal space is my personal space. You don't get to get in my personal space. You don't get to come ask me questions. You don't get to do any of that. You get...
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Okay. So you're running as the independent candidate for the position of mayor for the village of Dalton. And you don't want anyone to get in your face. Okay. Or you don't want anyone to ask you questions. Okay. So what this stems from a woman at the Dalton Trust, the Board of Trustees for Dalton, the Village of Dalton, their meeting. on Monday, March 3rd. This is where this stems from. A woman approached her. She actually said this in public comment, so this is no secret to anyone who watched the board meeting. The woman said that she approached Cassandra, Cassie Mae Jenkins, to ask her what her policies were and find out, what her platform was all about, because she didn't know. And that's a fair question for a person in the position to vote for you. That's a fair question to ask. Cassandra ended up leaving the meeting before it even started, after the woman approached her. Now, I can't see the woman getting in her face like this and being belligerent, because when she came on the microphone and spoke, she seemed like the kind of person that has some decorum, that has some couth about themselves.
I just want to say, I talked to, is she still here? Cassandra? She's not here. Okay. I asked her a simple question, which she could not answer. And unfortunately, I got the runaround. I wish she was here. I got a spiel. She couldn't answer my question, but she wanted to overtalk me. And I asked her, can you just answer my question? What is it that you believe these trustees have done wrong? Because you keep saying that they're crooked, they've done something wrong, but you are not telling me anything.
Yeah, she sounds real
She cuts me
scary.
off again. She can't give me an answer. So I politely say, okay, you want to talk over me, you want to answer my question. You're doing a Henyard on me. What did I say that for?
Cassie, I don't know how you kept your composure with this lady all up in your face
The
like that.
lady called me a little girl.
Being all calm and civil. Ooh, that's scary.
Basically to get a life. So anybody that's running, that's a candidate for the mayor, you would think that person would want to address your question, give you an answer. You would think that person would want you to know what their platform is instead of being combative with them. I have high anxiety, and that woman is causing the same anxiety as the outgoing mayor, and I can't deal with nobody like that. So, that's all I have to say, people. I'm sorry. I have to get that out because I still have anxiety. So, thank you all for listening.
Unlike this particular candidate, mayoral candidate. So when Cassie Mae Jenkins got home, she decided to make this video. Now, again, she's running for mayor of the village of Dalton. Keep in mind, they just went through 4 years of this very same behavior. But I don't know why it's not clicking for her that this is exactly what she's doing. Like, I don't get it, but let's get back into it.
To stay out of my personal space. Now I get it. You all on your little Dalton Politics page showing just how ignorant and immature you all are. And the stuff that you guys do, it speaks volume about the leader that you are supporting. Because you will never see people that support me out acting the way a lot of you all act.
We don't see anybody who supports you doing anything. So no, we wouldn't see them because we don't see anybody that supports you. Who's supporting you? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? We need supporters in here. Where they at? Where they at? We need to bring Destiny Child back just for this because we need to know where they at. We don't see them. Cassie, they not here. They not here, girl. It's okay though. Oh man. See, that's what I get. Hold on, y'all.
But I'm going to be clear about this thing. Do not get me mistaken and do not listen. I'm just telling you, don't be fooled. Don't mess around and find out. Do not get in my personal space. Don't come with me with no bad energy. Don't do any of that. That's all I'm saying. Now, we can run this race. Yes, I'm going to be dropping receipts. Yes, I'm going to be doing my videos. Now, if you are so strong about your candidate and if you are so confident in your candidate, it doesn't take all of that. See, when you got people being messy, being nasty, calling people all out of their names, I said, you should, and y'all think I don't see the garbage that you posted in the Dalton Politics page? Every post comes to me. You don't know who I know that's in that page that's watching it. So it just shows a lot of...
You don't know that they don't care who you know in the Dalton Politics page. For her to actually fix her lips to say that is like, girl, nobody cares who runs back and tells you. Do you understand that a lot of people do it so that the information can get back to you? Is anybody up there? Hello? I'm sure most of the people that make comments in that group do it for the sole purpose of hoping that that information gets back to you. Y'all just don't know. That information gets back to me. Okay. Ooh, we're scared. Cassie knows. She gonna come get us, y'all. Cue the scary music. This chick.
What type of leadership we would have in office. This stuff is ridiculous. A lot of you guys need to grow up. You guys are so immature. It's unbelievable.
They need to grow up, but you left the meeting that hadn't even started yet to come home and make this video. But they need to grow up. Cassie girl. Cassie. You don't mean that, do you? You don't mean it. You don't mean it. You can't possibly mean it. How could you mean it? How could you mean it as you're doing exactly what you're calling other people out for?
And all those folks with all this keyboard energy and all this negativity, when they see you in person, they can barely hold their head up.
Hold on now. You just contradicted yourself. Because someone did approach you and you had no smoke for them. Someone approached you in a dignified way and you ran. You ran with your tail between your legs. Yes, ma'am, you did. So, it's not making sense, Cassie. It's not making sense.
That lets you know they're all about mess and gossip and all this other crazy stuff. You should be glad someone is running for mayor and giving you an option and trying to help build this village back up.
Cassie, we are glad that we're giving that that you're giving the Dalton residents an option. They don't like the option. And I think you're mad at that. How you gonna be mad at people that don't like the option? I'm just saying, is this not a democracy? Do we not have the ability to make decisions on our own as to who we want to run in different levels of government? Is that not our choice? And you're mad that the people are vocal about their disdain for you? I don't see the problem. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And I can tell you that. And you can do what you want to do with it. One thing I know for certain, you're not going to touch me. I'm not going to touch you. So we can talk all day. And Cassie, let me be real clear. I don't have no issues with you. I don't know you enough to not care about you. But when you put yourself out here like this, you give me ample opportunity to express my thoughts about you. But see, if you never said anything, nobody will have anything to say about you. Think about that. Let that sink in.
Like, make this stuff make sense. You guys are so hell-bent on crazy stuff. If you are confident about your candidate, then be confident about your candidate. But carry yourself with grace and dignity. You guys are an embarrassment. And it's the same little group.
Cassie, come to the front of the class. This does not look gracious. This does not resemble dignified. No. When I look up the word dignity, what you're doing right here is not indicative of that definition. It is not. It is not. This is not dignified. Especially how you start talking later on in the video that at dignity and this video do not belong in the same sentence. They do not.
People that comes to the meeting, but make no mistake, I'm not Tiffany Henry. You will not get up in my personal space. I'm just telling you, because that might not work out well for you. So let's not do that. You don't get to.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Cassie? What are you gonna do? If someone walks up to you and asks you a question, what are you gonna do? No one has put their hands on you. And you're not around enough for anybody to actually really step to you. So what are we really talking about, Cassie? What are you making an issue of? You seem to like to pull things out of the air and make them issues. Like you said the other day that the trustees had subpoenas on them, the current trustees. No, they don't. No, they don't. Lady Luck Club dropped that information in her video the other day. Y'all go check out Lady Luck Club. Yeah, she pulled up the subpoena. Not one trustee was listed. Not a one. Not one. So you keep talking. This is why we keep saying you remind us of Tiffany, because you keep talking about dropping receipts, but you don't drop anything. But we saw you drop that sign, that Jason House sign in that yard of that abandoned home. We did see you. We did hear you say that you did that. You did drop that. But you're not dropping any information.
To approach me, you don't get to do any of that.
Wow.
Now, I believe things should be done decently in order. Now, if you know you are not for me, I'm fine with that. Listen, when I started this journey, I knew everybody was not going to be.
You don't seem to be fine with that. Because if you were fine with that, you wouldn't come here saying these things. Because there will be opposition. There will be people that don't care for you. But for you to make a whole, how many minutes is this video? For you to make a whole 17 minutes and 14-second video about people not liking you or people wanting to ask you questions about your platform, seems to me like you care. You care way too much. Quite honestly.
For me, and I'm fine with that. What do I care about you all's opinion about me?
Wow.
It does not matter. Do you understand? What you think about me is none of my business. That's you and your feelings.
Come again? It's none of your business how they feel about you. Aren't these the people you want votes from? I think you care how they feel about you. If you don't care how they feel about you, you probably shouldn't be in the seat. Because once you get in the seat, just hypothetically speaking, because we know that will never happen. But if you get in the seat, hypothetically, shouldn't you care what they think? Wouldn't it be your duty to respond to their grievances? You're the mayor, hypothetically speaking. All right, let's get back.
In your perception and your emotions, all I can say to you is get over it, because I could care too less. I could care less.
I could care too less. First of all, the phrase is, I couldn't care less. I could not care less, meaning that if this was less, There would be no space to give any more cares. Like, but the way you said it, I could care less. That means that there's space under here for you to care a little less. Couldn't care less. Cassandra, if you don't do anything else, please hear me when I say I correct you with love and I am not being malicious. If you want to be in a position of leadership, you need to, one, know how to speak. Two, speak correctly. Three, get a really good handle on standard English. Just the standards. But couldn't care two less. That's not good. I might have to make a clip of that. I might have to make a clip of that and use it. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
At all. But what we will not do is be disrespectful and get in my personal space. I'm just telling you, that might not work out.
And I'm just telling you that this video, ma'am, you look crazy. Okay? You look crazy.
So well for you. Let's not do that. Okay? Because I don't want to have to go there, and you don't want me to have to go there. Do you understand? So listen, we're in a race, and it's fine. If you're so confident about your candidate, Jason House, then be confident about your candidate. Y'all out here acting a bunch of fools. Like, what are you fighting over? Help me to understand. What are you fighting over? Like, when I look at a lot of these people, you ought to be warning somebody to come in and help you build this thing back up. Y'all are one paycheck from being homeless. When you look at this village.
Is that what you're supposed to say to people that you're looking to get votes from? Is that the proper way to speak to people that you want to be the mayor of? You're one paycheck from being homeless? And that's the kind of village you live in? That everybody's one paycheck away from being homeless? Well, then what's going on with you? Is this your come up? Because you're one paycheck away from being homeless? Is this your way of making sure that you have a steady paycheck? Cassie? Girl, that's so fraudulent. That is so fraudulent for you to say something so, that is disgusting. I would imagine wanting to ask someone for money and you degrade them before you ask for the money. Do you think you're going to get that money? Do you think it's a possibility? I don't think it's possible. But, what do I know? Because I'm one paycheck away from being homeless. I don't live in Dalton. I'm a neighbor of Dalton. But, yeah, I guess I'm one paycheck away from being homeless, too. So, what would I know?
You look at all the stuff that's going on, you ought to want somebody that's going to help. Now, y'all rooting for a person that helped bring the destruction to the village. Like, what kind of juice or brainwash stuff that you guys are drinking? Like, it makes absolutely no sense at all. But I'm saying tonight, let's be clear on one thing.
We know what you're drinking. You get down brown. That's what you drinking. We already know. Cassie. Pull it up. Pull it up. Girl with senior cup.
I don't care who you support. Don't get up in my personal space. Don't get up in my face. Because I'm telling you now, that ain't going to work out well for you.
I'm in your face.
Because I don't care nothing about no race when it comes to no foolishness like that. I'm just telling you. Respect my space. If you don't like me, keep your distance. If you don't like what I say on my page, keep scrolling. You don't have to come on my page.
Whew. This is another one of my pet peeves. Ooh, that's another one of my pet peeves, y'all. Strolling and scrolling. She said, if you don't like what I say on my page, keep strolling. Ma'am, it's scrolling. You scroll online. Strolling is walking. That's strolling. That's, but whatever.
What sense does that make? You come on my page and get mad about what I'm saying. Go get a life.
We're
Find you something to do. Get busy being productive. A lot of you all, that's the problem. Y'all need some jobs. Y'all need something to do with your time.
She telling people to get busy being productive, and the same thing can be said about you right now. You could have done a whole lot more, a lot of other things besides coming to us with the bull crap. I mean, you could have been working on your campaign. You could have been working on, I don't know, getting them baby hairs together. It's a lot of stuff you could have been working on. Knocking some of those ruffles out of that sleeve. It's cute. It is cute. I ain't gonna lie, it's cute. But that's just something that you could have worked on since we're delegating.
You got too much time on your hands.
If too much time on your hands was a person,
there's a lot to do in this village. If you just ain't got nothing to do with your time, all these abandoned houses, get a crew together and go start cleaning those houses.
You go get a crew together. Hello, pot. Meat kettle. What is wrong with you? Where's your crew, Cassie? Where's your cleanup crew? While you're standing out in front of houses with Jason House's signs in front of them that you put there, that you admittedly put there, why don't you clean up? Get some of the trash from out of the front of the house. I'm sure it's plenty of bottles over there. Girl.
Houses out. Because I'm going to continue to be producing my videos. I'm going to continue to be producing receipts. If we are going to expose...
Where the receipts at? Where the receipts at? I need a magnifying glass so I can find these receipts. Because this must be a scavenger hunt for the receipts. Because we haven't seen them. You haven't shown. You have not produced one receipt.
Corruption, then we need to expose it all. We don't get to pick and choose who we want to expose. As I have said before, and I will keep saying, you all were on the ticket with Tiffany. You all went throughout the village. You convinced these people to vote for her. So therefore, you all are responsible for what is going on in the...
Yes, ma'am. That's how it goes. You run with people that you think will be a good fit for a certain situation. And then once they show that they're no longer fit for the position, then you change course. It happens every day, lady. It happens every day. A lot of people align themselves with people that they thought would be able to fulfill a task. This isn't new. This isn't new news. And Tiffany ended up going a different direction. That's not the trustees' problem. That's not their issue. They tried to course correct it right at the beginning. They tried to course correct, but they weren't getting any help. They had a whole recall in the village, ma'am. Tiffany was recalled. The judge decided that there were too many things on the ballot for that one ballot for the recall to be valid. So what are you talking about? Oh.
Village. Now stop with the foolishness. I don't care what you say about that Dalton Politics page. I'd have been called bitches, whores, all kind of trash, you name it. Just a bunch of old stupid ignorant stuff. And it doesn't bother me.
It does, though.
So maybe you all want to react.
I agree. It does. It does. Because who would make a 17-minute video about things that don't bother them? Because you bothered me, so I made a video about you bothering me. So I don't know why you can't admit that bothers you. Because things that don't bother me, things that don't bother people, they don't typically make a spectacle about. You went on this 17-minute monologue about things that don't bother you. Remember, you were just talking about people finding things to do? Seems like you should have had something else to do in these 17 minutes about something that doesn't bother you. I'm just saying. My granddaughter's 13, and things that don't bother her, she doesn't typically give any energy to.
Action, but I'm telling you right now, it doesn't bother me. I mean, look at me and look at some of y'all. I'd be mad too. Let's be honest.
Gosh.
Seriously.
And I want you to shut up.
Okay, now she's going to the aesthetics. Girl, I'm telling you, we saw the writing on the walls months ago when you did that interview with Jedediah Brown. Girl, you were a clown then, and you are a clown now. When is your whole circus coming to town? I want to see the rest of the circus. Where's the bearded lady? Where are the people walking on stilts? Because, child, your circus is off the chain with just you. So I know the rest of the people are gonna be crazy. Cassie girl. Oh wait. Keep going. Keep talking.
At the end of the day. So stop with the foolishness. But one thing I will not do, I don't care who you are, I don't care how old you are. You will not come in my personal space with no foolishness. That ain't gonna work out well for you. I'm just telling you.
We're still not scared.
Let's all get an understanding.
We're still not scared.
We all can run a race, and we all can be cordial to one another.
She said we all can run a race. Where is that wascal rabbit? Oh no, y'all. She said one a race. I'm gonna go back too far. Let's see.
I'd be mad too. Let's be honest.
Gosh.
Seriously. At the end
One
of the
away.
day. So stop with the foolishness. But one thing I will not do, I don't care who you are, I don't care how old you are. You will not come in my personal space with no foolishness. That ain't gonna work out well for you. I'm just telling you. So let's all get an understanding. We all can run a race, and we all can be cordial to one another.
Run a race. Run a race. Okay, I will stop.
And if you don't like what I'm posting, then just don't watch. It's just that simple. How are you so mad about me?
And Cassie, if you don't like what they're saying, then walk away like you did. It's just that simple. See how that works both ways?
Be running for mayor. What sense does that make? You just make sure your candidate win. That's all. Like, do you see my people out here acting a fool because we don't see your people?
We don't see your people.
We know how to conduct ourselves. We understand we're running a race. We understand it might get a little touchy and people, little feelings or whatever might get involved. But do you see any of my people out here acting a fool the way you see Jason House?
We don't see your people. Where are your people? We looking around. Can't find your people. You gonna get put in handcuffs because you act illegal. Where are your people? Where are your people? Where are your people? Tiffany, get this girl some bars. Give her some lines. Go on, give her a hot 16. She needs some help. And she needs some people. I guess you needed some people too.
People out here acting a fool. As a leader, I would be embarrassed because anybody attached to me, I would not allow them to act that way. So that's
You can't control how people act. That's your problem right there. You think that you can control how people act. Ma'am, you can't even control how your children act. Because everybody has the right to be their own person, whether you like it or not. They do. They have the right to respond the way that they want to, as long as they're not touching you or harming you in any way. They can say whatever they want to say. They can do whatever they want to do. There is no law against anybody saying they don't like you. That's your problem. You think you can control people. Just because you're trying to be in a position of leadership does not mean you get to tell people it doesn't mean that you have control over how other people respond to your opposition. Just as Jason House doesn't have control over how his supporters respond to you. Heck, Beyonce can't control the Beehive. They always off the chain. Taylor Swift can't control the Swifties. Nicki Minaj can't control the Barbs. Shoot, Tamar can't control herself, much less the Tamartians. Tamar Braxton, that is. So yeah, you can't control people. That's your problem. That is absolutely your problem. I want to play that back so you all, in case you all didn't catch that, I'll play it back for you. 8:27. Come on, follow me. You don't want to go? Uh-oh. Oh.
People. We don't see your people. We know how to conduct ourselves.
Hold on.
Like, do you see my people out here acting a fool? Because we don't see your people. We don't see your people. We know how to conduct ourselves. We understand we're running a race. We understand it might get a little touchy and people, little feelings or whatever might get involved. But do you see any of my people out here acting a fool the way you see Jason House people out here acting a fool? As a leader, I would be embarrassed because anybody attached to me, I would not allow them to act that way. So that speaks a lot about leadership. It speaks a lot about the people that you have around you. You have to understand you are the company you keep. So if they're messy and all of the above, then you are what they are because you are the company that you keep around you.
I think you're conflating friendships and relationships with being a leader. You're not in relationship with the people that you lead. There's no personal relationship there. So how people who follow me act is no reflection on me. As long as what I'm sent to lead them in, they get done, that's my job. How they act in their personal life has nothing to do with me. You need to figure that out. You can't control people like that, ma'am. I know you were in the military, and I don't know if that's what they told you in the military, but you can't control people.
So let's make this clear, people. That woman don't make no sense. I ain't going nowhere. I'll see you on April the 1st. You understand that? April Fool's Day. But what you will not do, you will not get up in my personal space. I'm just saying. Now, somebody tried me tonight, and that thing almost went left. I'm just telling you.
A 73-year-old lady walked up to her and asked her a question. And she says that the lady tried her. Ma'am, how? If you're scared of a 73-year-old lady asking you questions, then I don't even know why we're here. I don't even know why you're wasting our time with this video. Because you can't handle the position. You can't handle the position.
You don't get in my personal space. You can call me all the names in the world. You can say whatever you want to say. Just don't ever put your hands on me and don't ever get in my space. I am not Tiffany Henry. There is a difference between us. You understand that? That's all I'm saying.
It's not a very big difference, ma'am. I hate that you think it's a difference. You all are two sides of the same coin. This one side, oh, look, it's Cassandra. Oh, look, it's Tiffany. Y'all the same. Y'all exactly the same.
What are you saying? At the end of the day, if you are confident about your candidate, then be confident about your candidate. All that crazy stuff is not necessary. Once again, you just go to the polls and you vote for who you want. I don't understand why people are so upset. Some folks are so upset till they trembling. They ready to cry. Like,
why are you upset about the people that are upset? Why is that a problem? People get upset. So what? So what? Let them be upset.
That stuff makes sense. You all, and if anything, I would be pissed off if I got all these people sitting in office and you all mad about the videos that I'm posting. This is what the village is actually starting to look.
Nobody's mad at the videos you're posting. We're actually clowning you. Keep posting.
Like, so you mad because I'm posting a video? No, you should be mad at the people that you trying to put back in office, that's sitting in office off of your tax dollars, making a check and not fixing up the village. Right? Literally behind the village hall, it looked like, oh my God. Just go on the page and watch part 2 of the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. This stuff is ridiculous. Black folks, we got to do better. We have to do better. We will forever be considered to be last. We will forever be counted out because we just stay stuck on stupid. We stay stuck on ignorant. All we want to do is fight and argue and
what you're doing right now.
Be divided and get our point across and this, and that, and steal and
get our point across. As Jason said, like you're doing right now, trying to get your point across. We still don't know what your point is, but you're trying to get something across to us. But we don't speak your language, so do better.
Lie and all the above. And then we wonder why we as a race are so far behind.
Like what you're doing right now?
Ma'am, we're not behind. We are not behind. I don't know where you got that from. You need to think better of yourself. I'm not behind. I don't know who you talking to or who you talking about. We are not behind. We dominate in everything. You better get a clue. We dominate, baby. Behind. Girl, please. Do you realize that they watch how we spend money so they'll know where to put their marketing? Girl, you so slow. I'm not even finna keep messing with you, Cassie Mae.
You folks act. You can't even respect them for the way they act. This is ridiculous.
For the way.
Women in their 60s and 70s just acting a flat out nut, acting a flat out fool.
Wow.
It is ridiculous. It is embarrassing. How can we teach the younger folks when you got old silly fools and they're just acting an old fool? Yeah, I said it. I don't care if you don't like it. I said it.
Does she not realize herself?
You all are supposed to be seasoned with grace. You're supposed to teach the younger folks. But when we see our older folks acting a fool, it is embarrassing. Flat out embarrassing.
This is embarrassing. Flat out embarrassing.
Ones that's supposed to be teaching the younger generation. But then you got your people up there that you rooting for. They feeding off of you all acting a bunch of fools. They feeding off you all getting online, acting a fool and cussing folks out and calling.
Guess what I'm feeding off of? Come on, monetization.
People all out their name and all that other stuff.
That's what you're doing, though.
Y'all are embarrassing. It is embarrassing. Like flat out embarrassing.
You've run out of flat outs. Find something else to say. Don't say flat out again. But we're about to make this a drinking game.
Well, Miss Melinda, if you want to know what I'm talking about, it's embarrassing how people are acting. And yes, I'm calling them stupid, and because the actions of them are stupid. Now, and if you don't agree with what I say, baby doll, stroll on. Because it's embarrassing the way our seniors are acting. It's embarrassing the way they go to these meetings and act like they don't have no common sense. So before you come on here asking a stupid question, then you're going to get a stupid answer. Wow. People need to stop acting stupid and grow up. It's okay to run a race. It's okay to support a person. But to get online calling people bitches and whores and trash and stupid and dumb, I ain't Tiffany Henry.
There's a saying that it doesn't matter what they call you. What matters is what you respond to. Are you responding? Cassie, are you responding? Child, I would not care what people said about me. You think I'm going to come online and give them any inkling that I care? They're motivated by you being upset. Girl, they eat that stuff up. They grow bigger. They really about to go in on you now. You just gave them the code. You gave them the cheat codes. Girl, it's about to be up. Oh, y'all can't wait to get into Dalton politics to see what they had to say about you.
Yeah, I'll match your energy. I'm just telling you. Clearly. Especially when you get in my personal space. So now, if you don't like what I'm saying, stroll it. Stop trolling and strolling. I don't understand people that come.
Look at her with a little bar. Stop trolling and strolling. And stroll it. You go, girl.
Comes on and you get upset about what a person is saying. If it upsets you that bad, then keep it moving. Nobody asked you to be over here. Clearly, you got itching ears and you want to hear. So, yes, y'all act stupid. I said it. And stop acting stupid. Don't give me a reason to call you stupid. Your actions are stupid. Anytime you go in a meeting and keep up chaos and havoc, and then you get pissed off when somebody call you what you're acting, then grow up and stop acting stupid.
Cassie Mae Jenkins, if you had stayed at that meeting, you would have watched a really peaceful process take place. You would have seen business being handled. You would have seen bills being paid. You would have seen comments that were not of any derogatory nature. You would have seen that. But you left when one 73-year-old lady asked you a question. You left. So I don't understand. Maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're the chaos, because there was no chaos in the room when you left.
But what you will not do is get in my personal space, because that won't work out well for you. Now, share the video. You got an earful. Share the video.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, and yeah, will. All is well. You over here strolling. Nobody cares about your opinion. Clearly, you care about what I'm doing. You strung out on what I'm doing. You know, first you guys, and when it comes to it's like, I've never seen people so strung out on this young lady. Tiffany this, Tiffany that, Tiffany that. Child, I ain't never met the girl. I don't care to meet the girl. You all have gotten rid of her. Then guess what? Be at peace with your decision. If you don't like me, then hell, it's simple. You don't vote for me. But ain't nobody kissing you guys behind. Ain't nobody running up behind y'all. Y'all got me effed up. You got it twisted. Wow. Take your banging behind over onto your page.
Y'all, she's a pastor. Mm-hmm. Y'all. Yes, she is. Mm-hmm.
Go where you going. Because at the end of the day, it ain't that deep. Either you vote for the person you want, or you vote for the person, or you don't vote for the person that you don't want. It's just that simple. But all this unnecessary foolishness, all this crazy stuff, it is stupid. And let me tell you something. I don't fit your narrative.
Clearly.
That's the problem. You guys want people to tell you stuff that's going to feed your spirit. You got to go find something else to feed your spirit. Because I have a mind of my own and I can think for myself. I don't care nothing about your narrative. I don't care nothing about what you don't like. You don't like it, then keep strolling. Take your funky tail on and go on about your business. Because I could care less. I'm not here to appease you. I'm here to help solve a problem. And you should be thankful that somebody is willing to get in and fight and solve the problem. Because y'all are one step away from being in the poorhouse. If you see the conditions of this village, if
I don't want peace, I want problems always.
you can,
Once again, degrading potential constituents, degrading potential voters. Not going to work out for you. It's not going to work out for you. Never has, never will.
can truly see what's going on, then you get somewhere and sit down and be trying to help make a change. While you trying to keep recycling the same politicians that's been sitting up taking your money, sitting up living high off the haul off of your paychecks, sitting up living high off the haul off your taxes, and then look at the
High off the haul or high off the hog? Let's make sure that it's not just me.
paychecks, sitting up living high off the haul off your taxes,
Hall.
and then look at the condition of this village. Nobody care about what you think. Come somewhere and have a seat. I'm gonna tell you like I told the other one. Come somewhere and sit down. I ain't got time for your foolishness. I said what I said and I meant what I said. And I'm gonna say it again. Do not get in my personal.
So is she saying, okay, I need to run that back, y'all, because she said, I'm going to tell you like I told the other one. Is the other one the 73-year-old lady? Did she tell the 73-year-old lady to go sit down?
The condition of this village. Nobody care about what you think. Come somewhere and have a seat. I'm gonna tell you like I told the other one. Come somewhere and sit down.
The lady called me a little girl, told me basically to get a life.
I ain't got time for your food.
You told somebody's mama to go somewhere and sit down? A 73-year-old lady, you told somebody's grandmother to go somewhere and sit down? Cassie. Girl. No. Oh, no.
Oh, no. 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 I do something.
No. Mm-mm.
Foolishness. I said what I said and I meant what I said. And I'm going to say it again. Do not get in my personal space. I could care less what.
So you actually could care a little bit more. Ding dong.
You say on the internet. I could care less. And I left the meeting because I don't want to be dealing with a bunch of ignorant folks. That's why I left. And if you're in the meeting, why are you so worried about what it is that I'm doing? Because you obsessed. The same way y'all was obsessed with Tiffany. I guess since she ain't on the scene no more, now you obsessed with me. But hey, listen, go ahead.
No. Let's be clear. You've made a spectacle of yourself like Tiffany made a spectacle of herself. And we see an opportunity to monetize. That's what we're doing. We're not obsessed because we could be doing other things. But since you've put the information out there, since you've made yourself accessible, we will be using your information that you put out for our benefit. Yes, ma'am. That's how that works. Make a spectacle of yourself. We monetize off of it. And share a little information with the people. Yep.
Run them numbers up. Monetize. You already done monetize my page. Go ahead and run them numbers up. Because at the end of the day, I'm a businesswoman first.
So you're not doing a whole lot of monetization on Facebook like that. You don't have the numbers. Boo boo. You're getting ahead of yourself now. You're getting ahead of yourself. Slow down. Slow down.
I understand that. So stop with the foolishness. Stop with the nonsense. Y'all are embarrassing. It's ridiculous the way you all act. And I ain't talking about no young folks. These are old folks acting like a bunch of old.
Young folks. I ain't talking about no young folks. Girl, where are you from? Where are you from?
Oh, fools out here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I said what I said. Now take that back to your group. Put that in a pocket. Put that in your...
And get out your nose, nasty. Where, did you clean your fingers when you were done with this? Did you touch your phone with that same finger? Ugh.
pocket and smoke it. Y'all are ridiculous. But once again, don't get in my personal space. I'm just telling you, you're going to mess around and find out. Get up in my face with some foolishness. Then you're going to be responsible for what happened. Now I'm done with that. And at the end of the day, I'll see you at the polls. Peace out.
Grace and peace. Take care.
Ma'am, the only thing you're going to see at the polls is disappointment. If I were you, I wouldn't even go to the polls. I would vote early and not be there on election day. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't put myself through that type of humiliation. But, you know, when you have a narcissistic personality, you don't really care. Those things don't compute to you. You don't see things as they are. You see things the way you've conjured them up in your head. So with that, I am going to wish everyone a great day. Thank you again for coming and checking out my little reaction video in my little Twisted Politics segment of Chicago Red TV. Again, I am your favorite girl from the Midwest, Chicago Red. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you like the video. Comment in the red zone. And share the information. You know, people need to know. I got something to say. They want to hear me. Don't be greedy. Don't be stingy. Share. Okay? You all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
This is Chicago Red with Twisted Politics. Politics with a twist. I'm not a political aficionado, but I am a connoisseur of the mess. And this was messy. Let's talk about it in the red zone, aka the comments.